starting with our GBM.
All are requested to present in the hall, auditorium for general body meeting. Those who are sitting outside are requested to come inside. हॉलचं नाव काय आहे? महात्मा गांधी ऑडिटोरियम. Maharashtra State Chapter of IIMM. First of all, I like to congratulate Dr. Karyakarte sir for organizing such a wonderful conference in Pune. I request Secretary Dr. Anuradha Deshmukh to read out the minutes of general body meeting which was conducted in 2019, which was the last general body meeting.
At NKP Salve Institute of Medical Sciences, Nagpur, during MahaMicroCon 2019 on 21st of September, GBM was chaired by Dr. Karande Madam, who was President IIMM Maharashtra chapter, and the meeting was attended by around 20 to 25 senior members. At the outset, Karande Madam welcomed all the members to GBM and requested Dr. Satish Patil, Secretary IIMM, to continue with further proceedings of GBM. Agenda was adopted and the points which were discussed are as follows. In 2018 GBM, reconfirmation was asked whether to Maharashtra chapter need to be registered under Bombay Public Trust, Maharashtra Public Trust or Society Registration Act. And it was decided in GBM that the Association of Maharashtra chapter will be registered under Charity Commissioner Mumbai. The responsibility was shouldered by Treasurer Dr. Chaya Kumar Madam. She mentioned that 90% of work she has already done before registration, and before registration the chapter bylaws that have to be prepared and the responsibility for the same was consented by Dr. Yagnesh Thakur sir. With the 90% work that registration task was handed over to the newly elected team. It was shouldered by Dr. Nagdev Madam, myself and Dr. Surpam sir. For that registration purpose, chartered accountant need to be appointed, then a permanent address need to be decided where the address to be registered for the purpose. But because of the COVID-19, that task is still incomplete. Then the other points which were discussed are method of selection of executive members for Maharashtra chapter. Whether executive members should be selected for Maharashtra chapter. That is also pending. Yes. Then if the chapter, Maharashtra chapter get registered under Mumbai Charity Act, then mode of election of various body members will have to be decided. But that task is still incomplete. Then one thing was UG quiz, which is conducted in 5 regions. There is no uniform marking system and rules for the UG quiz, which need to be finalized by Colonel Nagendra sir, and according to him, he has decided and regularized the system and circulated the pattern in all 5 regions. It need to be confirmed by the newly elected team. And if the points are confirmed by Dr. Nagendra sir, then check whether those points are circulated, and if not, then it will have to be circulated in all 5 regions. Then the account of Maharashtra chapter was in Mumbai initially in SBI. Then for convenience of office bearer, we have transferred that account from Mumbai to Nagpur. So presently it is in Nagpur SBI. Then MahaMicroCon-2020 was initially decided to be conducted at Bharati Vidyapit, but then they cancelled, and then Dr. Karyakarte sir consented to host 2020 chapter, which he couldn't conduct it because of COVID, and in 2022 he is conducting. After the GBM, secretary report was presented by Dr. Satish Patil sir. Then treasurer report was presented by Dr. Chaya Kumar madam, and she discussed the point in her report where as follows: to transfer the Maharashtra chapter under Mumbai Charitable Act, the saving account need to be transferred in current account, then which is also pending. We are having 5 FDs which need to be renewed in 2020, which are now renewed. The audited report and the treasurer report presented by Chaya Kumar madam was accepted by all members of GBM. Then the election of office bearer was done. Dr. Neena Nagdev, who was organizing secretary for MahaMicroCon 2019, was nominated as President IAMM Maharashtra chapter. Then she selected her secretary as Dr. Anuradha myself, and then for the post of treasurer, Dr. Jahagirdar sir proposed name of Dr. Rajendra Surpam sir, and it was seconded by Dr. Yagnesh Thakur sir. The resolution was unanimously accepted by the GBM member. The newly elected team expressed their gratitude and willingness to take the chapter to new heights and conduct all the activities. The GBM members place on record the good work and services by 18-19 team, headed by Dr. Karande madam and Dr. Satish Patil and Dr. Chaya Kumar madam. There was no other point to discuss, so President adjourned the meeting.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, this is going to go further. No, I'm audible. I think only 3 rows. Yeah, recording it. All right.
But,
so what I'm suggesting is whatever is the pending action taken report, you have to create action taken report also along with this GBM, the minutes. And those are, whatever is the action taken, you say that it is taken as per the call. If it is not taken, if it is pending, maybe you can mention that, within next 3 months or so, we will complete that and hand over to the next secretary. Because this is important. And then third thing is, whenever you are having these pending things related to the registration, what is the status of that now? It is 90% complete means what? All right, okay. So that also needs to be mentioned in the action taken report, that this is what is the result of it, okay? So then now you can say about the acceptance or not.
Yeah, Dr. Chowdhury has made very valid suggestions, and I completely second his point of view. Secretary as well as the President, please take immediate course of action. You can dictate some action taken report, and Dr. Karyakarte sir will provide the facility to get it printed, and today itself this matter gets recorded as action taken report submitted along with this your report, duly signed by both of you as secretary and treasurer, or secretary and president. And incorporating that, Dr. Rajendra Surupam has now a responsibility as a treasurer to inherit whatever the action done by Chaya, whatever he has received the information regarding the registration, etc. So his feedback which he has received from Chaya must be communicated to you as a secretary and president. That also must be taken into action taken report, and that also will be part of your action taken report. And if there are some pendency, the reasons for pendency. For example, executive committee membership allotment is not done. It cannot happen unless and until the registration of the is done. And only when registration is done, there will be guidelines for election of the executive committee. So that pendency is the resultant of the first action to be taken. So these are interlinked issues that you please mention in order, so that the secretary's report will have a meaning that certain matters were discussed in the previous general body that has been taken care of, and this is the action taken report and what next to be done, because you are handing over your office to Dr. Karekarte, next president, and his secretary who is going to be there. They will have to carry forward what you have left behind. So they must have a clarity what you have left behind, and only then they will proceed further.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Surupam, sir, to present the treasurer's report.
Any effort has been done previously?
Yes, I have asked previous presidents, but I did not get anything.
No, what I remember distinctly.
Whatever bylaws Dr. Yadnesh Thakur has given me, those bylaws I have forwarded it to Dr. Karyakarte, sir.
No, what I distinctly remember is when Ori was he had prepared one draft document of Maharashtra state chapter, and whether I don't know what has happened to it.
When Brigadier Ori was National Secretary, we conducted the first Maharashtra chapter in Mumbai, Grand Medical College. That was in 1995. And that time we had made a one-page constitution of Maharashtra chapter. Over years, the things have changed. Now there must be some constitution which is made now because we want to give the registration with Charity Commissioner. So you have to submit that as a constitution that will give what is the business, what we are going to do, how the things are there, what is this executive council of the state chapter, it consists of how many people, are all the heads of departments of microbiology are members of that, or regional heads, something, whatever is that, it should be circulated. So please see to it that whatever is the constitution, that you would be circulating it to all the departments. Because we have a directory of Maharashtra chapter also. So circulate that. If it is to be updated, you can send one mail to all, and on that basis each department would submit it to you. Or maybe you can take up that subsequently. But pending work, whatever is there earlier, that is called, you can complete that as soon as possible, maybe in a month or whatever the time, and hand it over to sir at least, so that it is circulated.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think every time when we are saying that juniors should attend it, it is imperative that seniors should attend it. So unless the conference is attended by seniors, juniors will not work it out like.
Treasurer's report.
So good afternoon to all. I am very much thankful to Dr. Vilas Jagira sir, Dr. Abhay Chaudhary sir, Dr. Narang madam, Dr. Karekarte sir, Dr. Raghuji sir. Why? Because in every GBM, this 4 or 5 attendees is 100% all the times. Since 2002 I am seeing. And very nice inputs all, and therefore the association is still alive. So we are very thankful to all the dignitaries and all the senior people. I'll present the treasurer's report the balance sheet of the MahaMicroCon 2022. See, there are only very few, aspects to be presented by the treasurer. Why I am telling? Because the next treasurer should not be get under tension. Only 2-3 things are there, madam. Number one is the audit report every year, and whatever the FDs are there, and that should be, renewed and get the interest of that. And out of that interest, we are giving that to the PM Kare Award and etc. So audit is very, very important, and the balance sheet is very, very important. This is what the income tax IT returns for assessment year 2022 to 23 is absolutely had been filled by me with the help of the chartered account, and we are on the regular mode for paying the income tax. This is what whatever the amount was there as an income tax, and then this is the income and expenditure, which is at the end of 31st March 2022. So expenditure was around 34,796, and the income was also again 24,796. So this total is matching almost. And then on the balance sheet, corpus fund, we have a very good corpus fund of the 8,20,203, and the asset value in the form of the FDs. We have 5 FDs, and the current assets in the bank account as on 31st March was 96,648. So our asset is 8,20,203, and the amount of liabilities is also 8,20,203. This is also matching, and this statement is audited by the auditors and signed by the President and Secretary as well as by me. Now the work done which was given by in the 2019 GBM at NKP Sarve Institute of Sciences, Nagpur. IT returns filled for financial years 2019 and 20, 2021 and 21 and 22 has been done or not, number one. Number two, whether the FDs which are with us is renewed or not. And the third is compilation of the all MDs and registration of the Maharashtra chapter of IIM. In this regard, I just wanted to tell you, number one, IT returns filed for financial years 1920, 2021, 21, 22, up to date. This is what we have done. And, we have to take some time to go to the auditors and behind our busy schedule. So we will do that. Then this is what the renewer of the FD. The FDs are quite renewed. I went personally to the SBI and renew all the FDs and got the interest paid on the FDs and annual interest also, and the check is ready for the PM Kare Award, which is going to be given tomorrow. So this is regarding the FDs. Third is the compilation. All the FDs are in originals with the PAN cards. We have PAN cards also with the personal account number also. So everything is in place, and it had been communicated to bank. Yesterday, day before yesterday, when I came from Nagpur to this conference also, I had taken care that the account is active mode, and I had given the check to the auditors recently because the account should be active. The account mandatory is that every 3 months you have to withdraw something else so that the account will be active. This is what the mandate for the SBI. So I have done that. So next 3 months, you need not to worry. Now, the 90% work on the registration done, which was pending and decided in the GMM. This was reconfirmed whether the Maharashtra chapter needs to be registered under the Bombay Public Trust Act, Maharashtra Public Trust Act, or the Society Registration Act. Selection of executive committee members to be chosen. See, if we register the association, then there will be the issue of the selection of the executive committee member. Otherwise, executive committee members does not have any role before the registration. Second, mode of election, which will be approved by the Society of the Registration Act, that is, which will be mandatory into the bylaws of the association. Responsibility of the registration, whether the secretary, treasurer of the chapter will do or. Naturally, he has to done with the secretary and the treasurer, whosoever will be. I'll explain in detail what is the 90% work has done. Please give me some time. Chartered account to be appointed or not? Yes, definitely we have to appoint a chartered account. We will be looking after your audit and the registration also. Chartered account knows most of the things of the registration acts and the registration rules. and address to be used for the registration. I personally request the address of the association should be in the central located area where the accommodation, where the transportation should be comfortable for the each individual members whichever is coming from out of the Maharashtra. For example, Mumbai, but Mumbai we don't get the accommodation under residential, that is what the fact. If we go into the Pune, that will be the better option I think, because the association will be Pune at least for the 1 year. Okay? So, and the treasurer will be from the Pune, which will be for the 3 years. So it is a major responsibility on the shoulders of the treasurer that the registration will be continue, registration will be taken into the consideration by the treasurer of the Pune chapter. So Pune will be the best, I suppose, I don't know, whatever the senior member will tell, that will be the paper. Second thing I want, whenever the office of the registration is there, for example, any registration office, I personally want all the list of the HUD should be there in that office, starting from 1950s. So that any foreigners, for example, Justin came, he should know, this is the IMM Maharashtra chapter office, so many people are there. So that aura should be there. See, we are organizing conference in this hall also, but we are getting a, different, like a thing, perception that in the medical college the conference is organized in the auditorium. That kind of things I want that the organization chapters office should be in that way. Please give your input on that. So I acknowledge Dr. V.L. Jagirdar sir, Renu Bhadwaj madam, Abhay Chaudhary sir, Rajesh Karthekar sir, Satish Patil, Neena Nagdev madam, Chaya Kumar madam, Raghuji sir and Devtale madam and all the senior microbiologists. Thank you so much for this presenting of the balance sheet. Now I'll tell you briefly what is done for the registration. This document I am going to hand over to the new committees, applications of the registration. Before that, I just wanted to tell you for this document, all the document, Dr. Abhay Chaudhary sir, Dr. V.L. Jagirdar sir, Dr. Jayanti Shastri madam, Dr. Chaya madam, and some of the people from like Narang madam also give guidance time to time, okay? But it was not documented. It was on the telephonic conversation, so we are unable to show you the document. See, we have written application to the Assistant Registrar of the Society, Greater Mumbai region, Mumbai also. This also we have prepared. So applications also prepared, and you will see that in the application, the memorandum of the association, the rules and regulations of the association, the consent letter, the resolution, the no objection certificates, affidavit, and the address proof. Everything is ready. Everything is ready. I'll show you. So this is what the application. Then the second document, authority letters. Assistant, see, the registration of Indian Association of Medical Microbiologists Maharashtra chapter under the Society Registration Act 1860. It was also given to the assistant registrars of the society. The following members were done. Now this members needs to be changed, okay? And you have to draft again, and we have to give. This also we will do. Then the certificate. Also we prepared certified to be true copy of the rules and regulation before the rules and regulation page. This is done. The consent letter also we have given that the first managing committee of the above mentioned society hereby consent to act as a member. So this is what, and I'll request that the senior member also should be incorporated into member, like Jagirdar sir, Narang madam, or the Abhay Chaudhary sir will also be executive members or the advisory committee, whatever way they should be given, so that we can get the guidance from them all the times. Then the memorandum of the association. This is what I just wanted to tell you. What will be the name of the association? The name of the association will be Indian Association of the Medical Microbiologists Maharashtra chapter. Then the registration office, where the register office of the association will be there. So it will be Department of Microbiology. either BJ Medical College Pune or in the Mumbai any of the medical college, or anybody who wish to come forward and get the registration done. Then the object of the association, what will be the object of the association, that is also prepared, and the members, the secretary. So this was the memorandum, and then okay, and then the rules and regulations. Resolution paper. Yes, sir. Now this is a bylaws. Rules and regulation is a bylaws. What will be the definition of meaning a Indian Association of Medical Microbiologists and Maharashtra chapter? What will be the jurisdiction? Financial year, membership, who will be the members, what will be the condition, who will be the honorary members, office bearers, then using executive members, live members, what is the condition for the live members, then the ordinary members again, then the ceasing to be a member, in which condition the membership will be cancelled, then the readmissions of the member, then again you can see executive committee members, President 1, Secretary 1, Treasurer 1, Committee members 4. Okay, so that way it is mentioned here, a power of Executive Committee, the meetings of the Executive Committee, how frequently they need to be meet, requisition meeting of the Executive Committee, quorum for the Executive Committee, minutes to be kept ready, office bearer and their duties, what are the responsibilities of the President, then what are the roles and responsibility of the secretaries, what are the roles and responsibility of the treasurer, and what are the roles and responsibility of the executive committee members, and what is the duration of the general body meeting, extraordinary meeting in the like a COVID pandemics, whatever emergency meetings we have to conduct, that we needs to be done. Notice of the general body meeting, extra general body meetings, and the business of the annual general body meeting, what will be the agenda, the quorum of the general body meeting, and here also the elections. We are concentrated on the elections of the president, secretary, once in a 3 years for the treasurers, for the general body meeting. Source of income, what could be the source of income for this association, what will be the bank details, bank accounts, and what will be the awards we are going to give, and subcommittees, committees, books of accounts, expenses of the object, provision regarding the sales and purchase of the immediate available properties, provision of regarding the loans and deposit, membership registration, custody of the document, provision for the amendment, rules and regulation, local processing, dissolution, and this is certificate. So this is bylaw. Okay. Now what we will do is we will prepare the draft of all, draft version, and we will circulate through the all emails, through the all senior members, even the junior members, even the experienced member. We will do the coordination of these boilers along with the National Association, which is we are already the copy of that, registration copy and the document of that. Okay, so we will compare that and we will found suitable to the Maharashtra state, Maharashtra level, and we will give some of the time like 15 days. Whatever you want to give your opinion, we can it is accepted. Otherwise, we will go through and we'll make a final draft and then it will go to the Charity Commission.
This is good enough. Only thing is, instead of those bullet points, you have to give the numbers for each para and sub-para. Because you have to refer to a rule or regulation. You have to quote that rule number 5 and whatever is that. So it has to be numbered, and not the bullets just like this.
5 and subclause 5.1, 5.2, 5.3.
Correct. That is one. Secondly, the MOA, that Memorandum of Association, has to be accompanied with the rules and regulations which are suggested. So this could be part of MOA, or these could be as an annexure to that MOA. But this should be also signed by some members which are there. Now, how you select the Executive Council, that also to be mentioned here.
Yes,
that whether it is by election, whether it is by nomination or whatever.
Yeah. And region also, east of Maharashtra, west, north, like that also.
No.
they
So
can-
how many
How many
members are
members?
there? 5 members are there.
Yeah.
So that those divisions also can be added, or it could be by circulation also, by cycling rotation that we normally adopt. That how the president is chosen, somebody who has conducted the conference, because that was with a long-term vision that every time you should have some incentive of becoming a president. So you hold the conference in the previous year.
Yeah.
So that is how the built-in arrangement was made, so that you become president and secretary is chosen, or the treasurer is selected amongst those. So similarly, these can be incorporated and send all and update the directory of the member. So each department can send their list of members, the staff members or faculty members,
Sure, sir.
and see to it that they become members. If not, I mean, they should be members of IIMM, but it's okay, even if now they don't want to become life member of IIMM, the parent body, they should be members of the Maharashtra chapter.
Maharashtra.
And even the students can be made Maharashtra chapter member, because there the eligibility criteria is after your postgraduate qualification.
Yeah.
So those who are doing their post-graduation are not included there. They are just student members and
Yeah.
annual members.
250
So we can
rupees
put
per
them
annum.
here as a registered or bona fide student of the institute as a member.
Somebody is noting down the points? Okay, fine. That's all right. ठीक है. Very good work, Dr. Surpam. I think we should congratulate him, because real hard work
Yeah.
to get these things done and auditing and get your whole auditing done for last 3 years, and then come to the council here with up-to-date information.
Thank you so much.
I think we need to give him an applause.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. Assessment. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Technical correction.
Now, congratulations, Dr. Surupam. But I would like to know, for these documents that you received from Chaya,
Yeah.
she has prepared the rules, regulation, and all the detailed document that she has prepared. Has this document been prepared in consultation with Dr. Chaudhary, Dr. Baveja, or what is the source of her inputs when she has prepared that kind of document which is given to you?
Yeah.
Or you have made it yourself, all those
No,
details?
I also given the input, sir, little bit. I have also typed I have taken from the IIMM chapters some
Correct.
of the things.
So has Dr. Satish Patil, the secretary of IIMM, contributed in making of this document? If he has, then it will be
No,
an advantage.
he had given the constitution of the IIMM too.
He has given?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So why I am trying to bring in the names is because the list of the committee members that we are listing, it starts with Sholapur, Kishore Ingole is there. Then there was an Aurangabad conference,
Yes.
isn't it? That Bajaj is there, she is there. Then subsequent conference was in Karad. So Karande and these people are there. And it has started
NKP,
come
then
to
NKP.
Nagdev madam. So that is how the things have come chronological order. And it's a matter of convenience also. No, see, every time this issue has got discussion into general bodies, and we were facing difficulties. And therefore, it has been a coordinated effort of all these people. And we have reached to some stage. Now we are able to visualize a possibility of registration with charity commissioner. We are able to visualize a regular constitution. We are able to visualize some stability to our chapter, Maharashtra chapter. And this is a platform from which we can go further. Now the responsibility for the next office bearers will to carry forward from here. And as you suggested, I also like to suggest that Pune can be a hub where Maharashtra chapter can take over the responsibility for further this thing. And Dr. Karekarte has got a dynamic team here. And I think he will be able to garner all the support for whatever he requires. And we are there, senior people like Dr. Renu Bharadwaj is there. I am stationed in Pune, and Dr. Abhay Chaudhary is at just a call away from Pune. So there can be a good coordination of helping hands, and I think we will be able to carry forward from where the things are in pendency. I assure you from my side, all the support whatever you require. This is my guarantee from my side.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So,
No, I think Pune is hub, etc. is all right. But practically, is it possible to have a permanent address of this? That is the main question. And for that, I think last time Dr. Thakar has given that, okay, he is ready to give his address, which is a permanent lab. That is why the address was mentioned as, Dr. Thakar. So it's okay if permanent address can be provided from BJ, that's okay. But being a government institution, he will have to take permission from government authorities to make association's address. And that is not something which is easily possible.
that is also written into the SIAN also taken a permission from the dean for the office.
That's
And-
right. So it can be continued like that way.
Yeah.
No, but there would be
permanent-
somebody as a professor, no? So if dean has permitted that, it is possible in corporation, if dean permits, things can be there. And it is a notional office. So office of the registration, for the registration purpose in LTD, Lokmanya Tilak is okay. But permanently, it is not going to be that as such, because that would be a record also should be made available there. Now all these, since 95, all the chapters which took place, the chapter meetings, the general body meetings of every year, those documents should be available with somebody. I think treasurer should have that, because they are there and passed on, because that is the only one who is permanent for at least 3 years. Since beginning this, I remember Subhash Angadi was the first treasurer, and since then he has been keeping all that record. Yes,
Yeah.
Adip
Everybody's
also
document
maintained
is
that.
there with me, madam. In that
Yes,
register,
yes.
Dr. Angadi sir say like everything is
Yes,
there.
yes,
Maintained
yes.
well.
So it would be good, and the names which were mentioned, I think it was only as a matter of convenience that those people are available for signing, because they will have to go before the charity commissioner's office to sign there also. So that is why there were some names that were required. And you can have minimum 8 or 10 names also. I think 10 names are required to form a, so it is a memorandum of association only. There is nothing great, but this should be part of the regulations as we suggested. That could be part of it. And you can also be there, and once we can make a trip and do it. But another suggestion is, whatever your corpus is not very great, 7-8 lakhs is nothing, but see to it that you are regularly spending out of it.
Yes.
We are not landlords or just to keep financial FDs to be renewed year after year. It has to be used, because that becomes, otherwise Renu would have been guided properly, because she had also been a treasurer of National Association. So it is a problem. If you collect money and don't spend it, is also a problem. So need to be circulated, So of course there are some expenses which are there. And I think as you brought out the point, the chartered accountant who is instrumental in doing this, your name can be put up, and you may pay some honorarium to that person also. Because if he is doing it, maybe after the registration and all that, you can pay it. But see that, he is remunerated. Because he is a professional, the amount of things may be adjusted accordingly, because he is supporting, doesn't mean that he might be demanding very high amount or so. But pay him as a professional, whatever is there, the name should be mentioned, that this name has been approved by the general body. You may put it as a circulation part of it, that so and so is to be appointed, and pay him that way.
Payment of the CA already he has done by the check, and already payment. His name is there in that audited statement. He has submitted me. That name is there. Approval now next CA.
Because see, you are authorized by the association to conduct the conference. So it is mandatory for you to present all your accounts to the general body. And part of that will go to the treasurer.
I will submit it to the
No,
treasurer.
so that's it. You must have done that. But that is what it is. That you must you have collected the amount in the name of association for conference. So all that account, income and expenditure has to be presented. And you also can have that audited.
Yes.
Because we started this practice in Mumbai, Maharashtra chapter, as well as in 2003 when I had my national conference. I had made a point that we present it to the general body, first the executive council and then to the general body of the IIM, national body. So since then we started this practice.
No, you must have got it audited, no, your accounts. नहीं कराया तो that is a must actually. That
Yeah.
is a very important.
I
point.
asked, but it was like a management decision, no?
No.
Yeah. So it was difficult to take that account. That is what we discussed, actually.
कुछ तो होगा ना, whatever
Yeah.
whatever way you can ask your auditor to, because that has to be done. Audit has to be audited.
Have the paper documented.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
कोणी ना चार्टर्ड अकाउंट त्यांची सिग्नेचर पाहिजे का चार्टर्ड अकाउंट लागणार ना चार्टर्ड अकाउंट
Take a next.
any other point which is there and you have to draw agenda
Agenda, what is agenda of the spirit meeting?
Agenda is, first is bidding for, agenda is bidding for the next conference. Dr. Karyakarte has not received any bidding for the future conference. Next year's
Dr.
conference.
Karyakarte is not going to receive, you should have received it, no, as a president?
Nobody has received.
no but now since it is in Pune now next time it should be somewhere in the other region.
Yes.
Some other
So is
region
there
of
any
Maharashtra.
willing party that you could
Nobody has contacted.
No, but
It's
have
a
you
practice. It's a practice that whosoever is going to organize it, he contacts the organizing secretary. So nobody has contacted him. Nobody has contacted me.
now you make some positive efforts on your part.
ठीक है.
Please get somebody in the rope in this.
Anyone here in the hall who might be wanting to do it? कोई है ही नहीं, वैसे hall में ही नहीं है कोई. कोई है ही नहीं, हम ही लोग हैं. I think it should now be in the southern part of Maharashtra.
No, but
भारती विद्या
so ते आता बोलून घ्या तुम्ही
No, जाऊ दे.
पण ते पुन्हा पुण्यातच होईल ना पुण्यातच होईल ना ते नाही मग म्हणूनच मी काय म्हणतो की जनरली इट शुड बी अदर दॅन पुणे इन्स्टेड ऑफ कॉन्झिक्युटिव्ह 2 years here. जर झालं नाही तर मग शेवटी वी कॅन कम टू दॅट.
Yes, that is what I also feel. Marathwada should get it.
पण कराड पण झाली, औरंगाबाद पण झाली ना. कराडला झाली ना मध्ये. माझ्या आधी कराडला झाली ना.
See, it was Solapur
Correct.
first. Solapur Kishore Ingole conducted the conference. Then he became president. He presented his presidential oration in Aurangabad. Aurangabad president presented it in Karad.
कराड नंतर
president
माझ्याकडे.
Karande presented it in Nagpur. And Nagpur president is presenting here
Pune.
today. And next time you will be presenting somewhere else. So you will have to find out who will conduct.
हाँ, I will ask them. नागपूर GMC, IGMC, शालिनी ताई, सावंगी मेघे.
मॅडम नागपूरला
four
ऑलरेडी तुम्ही
colleges are
केलं ना
there.
मागच्या वेळेला नागपूर ऑलरेडी तुम्ही केला. आता मी आय वॉज सजेस्टिंग अमरावती अकोला
अमरावती,
अकोला आहे ना.
अकोला और वर्धा, सावंगी.
अकोला तुम्ही घेतलं त्या महाराष्ट्र चॅप्टर अगोदर घेतलंय पण बरेच वर्ष झाली
I will
त्याला.
ask. From Vidarbha side, I will ask them.
Kolhapur has not taken conference for quite some time. Kolhapur should be asked. Kolhapur, there are 2 medical colleges. DY Medical College is there and there is a government medical college also. In Konkan there are 3 colleges. Now there are 3 colleges in Konkan: Sindhudurga, Alivar, Ratnagiri. There are 3 colleges. Miraj has a lot of problem. Vanita Kulkarni is not keeping good health. She has got 1 year retirement period. Sangli नाही कोण नाही ना. भारतीय विद्यापीठ आहे कॉलेज. भारतीय विद्यापीठला विचारायला पाहिजे. शाह मॅडम आले. शाह आलेली आहे. शाह आहे, गाडगीळ आहे, तिथे आपले आहेत, पण त्यांनी घ्यायला पाहिजे ना.
Then second.
सगळ्यांनी निवडलंय म्हणा तुमचं नाव. हो, पतंगराव कदमांची शेवटची इच्छा होती म्हणा ती कॉन्फरन्स घ्यायची.
Then next point is bylaws regarding registration and travel charges for office bearers for coming to this state chapter conference. What will be our policy for it? What is the policy till today? What is the policy there? Bylaws have
Registration charges for the secretariat, like president, treasurer, and the secretary needs to be paid up till registration. Organizers. So I suppose that they should be exempted.
You mean say a waiver should be granted to the office bearers, president, secretary, and treasurer. These 3 office bearers should be there should be waiver for the registration charges.
Yeah.
That is your recommendation. But
Yes.
there is no documentary document available for the organizing secretary to refer to.
whatever bylaws were there, which Dr. Thakur had given me, in that it was written that registration should be made by themselves, office bearers, but honorarium account equal to that of registration should be given to those office bearers. It is one and the same thing.
Why complicate that? Instead of waiver, like
That was the only thing which I had, that bylaws. SOPs or bylaws, whatever it is. We will have decision on it and then we will continue.
No, I will draw a corollary. In national body, the past presidents and the present office bearers, there is a waiver, and the conference organizing secretary is very in advance. The secretary of the national body communicates to the organizing secretary. These are the waivers for the charges which are there, and that organizing secretary gets a letter from secretary and with a copy to past presidents and the organizing committee members. Something similar can be planned.
Shall we exempt all the past presidents or the office bearers only?
See,
If we exempt all the past presidents, then there will be a long list.
I have a very, I have a different view on this. A national conference gets a lot of money. State conference may not get that much of money. So if we are going to waiver, all head of the department after some time would be free. Because they would be doing conference sometime or the other. म्हणजे आता जर का आपण केलं, सुरुवात केव्हा केली आपण 95 पासून आता झालेले किती वर्ष, तर 20 + 15, तर हो ना सर, अरे 26वा कॉन्फरन्स जर का आहे तर 26 लोकांकडनं पैसाच घेता येणार नाही आहे. म्हणजे ही कॉन्फरन्स घेणारा जो नवीन ऑर्गनायझिंग सेक्रेटरी येईल तो तर डुबेल. त्याकरता काहीतरी विचार करावा लागेल, कारण की आपल्याला एवढे स्पॉन्सर्स कुठे मिळणार आहेत.
Only the present office bearers.
नाही ते डिडंट कम. नाही ते डिडंट कम, पण त्यांना कळायला जर का आता आपल्याला फुकटच मिळतंय तर चलो आ जाओ, असं पण होऊ शकेल. मग उद्या काय निघेल सर, की त्यांचा TADA द्या, त्यांच्या घरी जाऊन एक गाडा बग्गी घ्या द्या आणि करा. सर अल्टिमेटली काय होईल, की माझं स्वतःचं, मी अगदी म्हणजे माझं अगदी परखड मत सांगतो. ज्यांनी आपण आता सिनियर लोक झालेलो होतो, आता मी पण सिनियर झालेलो आहे, ही जर का आपल्याला हे जे झाड आपण लावलेलं आहे, प्लांट जो आपण लावलेला आहे, त्याला पाणी आपल्याला घालावंच लागणार आहे. त्यामुळे आपल्याला त्यात पैसा घालावाच लागणार आहे. आपण नाही घातला तर ज्युनियर लोक काय घालतील, म्हणजे आपल्याला घालावं लागेल. त्यामुळे माझं मत असं आहे की आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी पुढच्या वेळी कुठे गेलो कॉन्फरन्सला तर मी डबल पैसा द्यायला तयार व्हायला पाहिजे, असं माझं सरळ मत आहे. कारण की अनलेस आपणच सतत हे प्लांट लावलं आहे आणि त्याला पाणी जर का आपणच घालणार नसू तर ज्युनियर लोक म्हणतील क्या आहे, पेपर करो चलो निघलो, असं होईल ना. ऑर्गनायझेशन कुणाला फॉर्मच करायची इच्छा राहणार नाही. आता आपण जबरदस्ती त्यांना म्हणतो,
But at least present office bearers should be exempted from this. Not the all past presidents. Whatever you say. फक्त 3 लोक.
nobody is poor now. आता पगार जे आहेत ते चांगले 2-2, 3-3 लाख रुपये मिळतात. 5,000 रुपये जर का स्पेअर करता येत नसतील आपल्या स्वतःच्या संघटनेकरता तर मला नाही वाटत आहे की बरोबर आहे. मी माझं स्वतःचं मत सांगतोय. 5,000 रुपये हे पूर्ण वर्षाच्या पगारामध्ये जे 30-30 लाख रुपये मिळतात त्यामध्ये 5,000 रुपये द्यायला काही हरकत नाही असं माझं स्वतःचं मत आहे. आणि हे स्ट्रॉंगली आहे मत, कारण की माझं त्याच्याकरता मी हे पण दिलं, उदाहरण पण दिलं. आपण झाड लावायचं, मोकळं व्हायचं, त्याचे फळं नुसती ओरबाडायची हे मला पटत नाही. आपण शेवटपर्यंत त्याला पाणी घातलं पाहिजे आपण जाईपर्यंत, असं मला वाटतं. बघा विचार करा.
विदर्भ असोसिएशनच्या कॉन्फरन्सेस जेव्हा झाल्या आपल्या, आता जेव्हा रिसेंट आलं तेव्हा वेन वी अटेंडेड दी कॉन्फरन्सेस, त्याचं रजिस्ट्रेशन होतं. आता अकोल्याची कॉन्फरन्स झाली, व्हर्च्युअल तरी झाली, वी पेड दी रजिस्ट्रेशन चार्जेस. आता अटेंडन्स झाला नाही म्हणून परत केला तर हा वेगळा विषय आहे. पण इफ यू आर अटेंडिंग दी कॉन्फरन्स यू आर पेईंग दी रजिस्ट्रेशन फीज, असं झालं आहे त्याचं. हां हां ठीक आहे.
Sir, it's not my opinion to pay because till my conference it was paid. All the office bearers were exempted from all the registration charges, travel charges, everything was exempted. Also to the senior members also we had exempted.
अच्छा.
That was the thing till my conference.
Okay. Okay.
Now whatever is decided in GBM we will follow it then. It will be minuted.
Should be because after
It's
all
not
they're
a question of all
No, we are
three
talking
of us.
about you three.
It's not a question.
No, it's the president, secretary, and treasurer. Because I feel they are taking up the responsibility for the whole year, and 3 people only. I don't understand. Now, no head of the department, no past president should
No,
be exempted.
I am also not for it. Ki all the head of the departments and all the past presidents should be exempted. I am not for it.
I mean, maybe it's just an honor, I don't know. It's nothing much actually. I know what you are saying is that nobody is poor, but it's not the question of money. I feel it's the question of honor. No, certificate.
आता आज कसं झालं की आपण सिक्वेन्सिंग वगैरे केलं म्हणून काही लोक आपल्याला येऊन पैसे द्यायला तयार झाले. अदरवाईज एखादं समजा मी अकोल्यामध्ये करताय कॉन्फरन्स, कोण येऊन पैसे देणार आहे? तुम्ही काही विकत घेऊ शकत नाही, किट तर तुम्ही विकत घेत नाही, तुम्हाला कल्चर मीडियाला पैसा नाही, तो हाय मीडियावाला तरी कशाला पैसे देईल तुम्हाला? मग ह्यांनी करायचं काय? आणि बेसिकली जे राहील पैसा तो समजा मी 5,000 रुपये दिले, त्या 5,000 रुपयामध्ये आपल्याला जे काही आटोपता येईल ते सगळ्यांना देता येईल, पण आपल्याला बॅग द्यावी लागते, हे द्यावं लागतं, सगळं काही द्यावंच लागतं, हे इथे फुलं लावावी लागतात, काय करणार काय त्याला? सो इट कॅन नॉट बी डन लाईक दिस. म्हणून माझं स्वतःचं मत मी तुम्हाला सांगतोय की माझं मत असं आहे की पैसे लोकांनी भरावे, आपण आपले पैसे भरावे, आपलं कॉन्फरन्स करावी, घरी जावं. कारण की एखाद्या ऑर्गनायझिंग सेक्रेटरीला त्यांनी दर भटकून पैसे मागायचे आणि त्यांनी कसं बसं ते करायचं आणि ते मागितलेल्या पैशामधनं सगळ्यांना फ्री करायचं, हे मला स्वतःला पर्सनली पटत नाही. तुम्ही बघा ह्याच्यावर ते नाही. कारण आता समजा पुण्यामध्ये देतील पैसे, मुंबईमध्ये देतील, पण बाकीचे आहेत मग कोणी पुढे येत नाही ना, काय येत नाही कोणी पुढे. म्हणजे एवढा मान सन्मान आहे, MPSCच्या परीक्षेमध्ये तुम्ही प्रेसिडेंट वगैरे एखाद्या संघटनेचे असे त्याच्यात पॉईंट्स मिळतात, तरी पण लोक तर करायला तयार नाही आहेत. तर का नाही कोणी हिंमत करते करायची? हां, स्पॉन्सर नाही मिळत ना.
कन्क्लुजन आपण करू की घ्यायचे मग पैसे सर्वांकडून? सर्व
नॅशनल कॉन्फरन्सचा वेगळा सर पैसा भरपूर मिळतो,
भरपूर आहे.
पैसा
आणि मला कार्यकर्ते सर मला जे वाटते की ज्याला खरंच देणं अशक्य असेल तो फोन करेलच, मग त्याला आपण व्यवस्थित देऊन देऊ.
I'm raising this point because it has to be
काय हॉस्पिटॅलिटी
and documented.
यांचा स्टे आम्ही दिला नाही यांना, तो काही प्रश्नच नाही आहे ना. आम्ही त्यांना स्टे दिलेलाच आहे सर. हॉटेलचं बुकिंग आम्हीच करून टाकलेलं आहे यांचं.
नाही सर, आमचा प्रश्न नाही आहे.
नाही,
पुढे
नाही.
तुम्ही काय
नाही,
करायचंय ते मिनिट्स मध्ये
मला
यायला
तेच
पाहिजे.
नाही, म्हणूनच मी म्हणतोय
की-
मला तर हॉस्पिटॅलिटी द्यायची गरज नाही कोणी. म्हणजे पुढच्या वेळी तर मी मागणार पण नाही हॉस्पिटॅलिटी. काही गरज नाहीये. काय गरज आहे? कारण की हे
नाही,
बघा
नाही, सर
आपण कसं करतोय, नाही तुम्ही पर्सनल घेऊच नका.
नाही
मला
ना, मी
तुम्हाला
पर्सनली
सांगायचं
नाही
आहे.
घेत आहे. मी काय म्हणते फक्त रजिस्ट्रेशन चार्जेस दे आर एक्झेम्प्टेड फ्रॉम, दे आर नॉट एक्झेम्प्टेड फ्रॉम रजिस्ट्रेशन चार्जेस अँड दे विल हॅव टू पे द हॉटेल चार्जेस ऑल्सो, की नाही ते पण डॉक्युमेंट झालं पाहिजे ना.
मग माझं मत
ट्रॅव्हल, अकोमोडेशन अँड रजिस्ट्रेशन
बघा.
चार्जेस
मी सांगतो मॅडम
ऑल.
अगदी. हे बघा कसं आहे की तो ऑर्गनायझिंग सेक्रेटरी जो आहे त्याच्याकडे तेवढे रिसोर्सेस आहेत की नाही, तो जाऊन किती लोकांना पैसा मागेल. समजा आता अकोल्यामध्ये गेला, कुठेतरी अमरावतीमध्ये गेला किंवा अजून यवतमाळला गेला.
सर माझं
ऐका
म्हणणं
ना.
काय, रूल इज रूल. तो
त्यामुळे-
ऑर्गनायझिंग सेक्रेटरी पैसेवाला आहे की नाही हे नाही आहे.
मला तेच सांगायचं. म्हणून ती जी कॉन्फरन्स आहे, मला कॉन्फरन्स घ्यायची आहे, प्रत्येक संघटनेच्या लोकांना कॉन्फरन्स घ्यायची आहे. पैसा मोज, कॉन्फरन्स घे. कॉन्फरन्सला यायचं आहे तुला, पैसे दे. त्या पैशातनं तो ऑर्गनायझेशन सेक्रेटरी खर्च करेल आणि सगळं काही तुम्हाला हे देईल, बिलं देईल की पैसा मारला नाही मध्ये, दाखवेल तो एवढा पैसा आला होता, एवढा पैसा गेला, जास्त पैसा आला तर वाटून टाका, संघटनेला देऊन टाका पैसा. काय त्याच्यामध्ये डिपार्टमेंट तुम्हाला वृद्धिंगत करायचं आहे तर करेल. आता माझा प्लॅन चालला आहे की या इकडचे हे तुटक्या खुर्च्या जे आहेत ते दुरुस्त करायच्या कॉलेजच्या, कारण की इकडे फुकटात मिळालं ना मला हे सगळं.
एव्हरीथिंग
I
शुड
got it
कम
free of
इनटू
cost.
बायलॉज.
No, so I will pay something. तेच सांगतो की फिक्स पर्सेंटेज संघटनेला देऊन टाकायचा पैसा.
ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट, एव्हरीथिंग शुड बी ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट. इट हॅज टू बी सँक्शन बाय एव्हरीबडी.
हां, माझं मत.
मॅडम लेट अस मेक इट दिस थिंग, नो वेवर्स टू एनीबडी. काहीच नको. अकोमोडेशन पण नको. म्हणजे कार्यकर्त्यांचं म्हणणं मला पटतंय की आज आता पुण्या मुंबईला ठीक आहे तुम्हाला स्पॉन्सरशिप मिळेल, पण एखाद्या छोट्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला नाही मिळणार ना. अँड इन दॅट केस let us put it on minutes that no waivers are grantable for registration, accommodation or any whatever is there. मग काय करायचं आता? हा, म्हणजे डॉक्युमेंट नसलं तर दॅट मीन्स देर इज नो प्रोव्हिजन. इफ देर इज नो स्टेटमेंट दॅट मीन्स देर इज नो प्रोव्हिजन. दॅट्स ऑल. Yes, okay, let us leave it to that.
हे बघा, रूल म्हणून ठेवूच नका. म्हणजे कसं की बाबा द्यायचा आहे पैसा, नाही द्यायचा आहे पैसा, काहीच बोलायचं नाही आपण. आता एखाद्याकडे पैसा खूपच जास्त जमला आणि त्याला वाटलं की सगळ्यांनाच फ्री करायचं आहे, कोणीच पैसे भरू नका, मी अशीच कॉन्फरन्स घेऊन टाकतो. घेऊ द्या त्याला. पिछले बार तो मिला था तो फिर लिख देते हैं मैडम उसमें. या हाँ, I think that is a best suggestion, that all members attending, all the delegates, irrespective of the type, whether life member, कोणचे दुसरे member, काही पण organizing, हे म्हणजे काय, ज्यांनी अगदी संघटना स्थापली ते मेंबर्स, ते पण असले. कुणाला नॉन मेंबर्सला आपण नाही म्हटलो सगळ्यांना, पण आपण शेवटी मला वाटतं केलाय. प्रेझेंट पेपर ने मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली आपण कुणाला मागितलंय ना, आपण प्रत्येकाला रजिस्ट्रेशनच्या वेळी आपण IMMचं फी हे मागितलं आहे. हां, 500 रुपये जास्त घेतले त्यांच्याकडनं. नॉन IMM मेंबर्सकडनं आपण 500 रुपये जास्त घेतले. इज द फीस. इज द मेंबरशिप फीस करतर. आपण ती आयडिया चांगली करूया. 500 रुपये जास्त जे भरले त्याची जबरदस्ती 1 वर्षाची फीस भरून टाकायची आणि ते मेंबर होतील आपले. हां, दॅट इज द बेस्ट आयडिया. 500 रुपये जे आपल्याला मिळालेत ना, बरोबर बरा. हो 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 नाही 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 स्टेट तशी नाही आहे सर. आता ती IMMचीच मेंबरशिप आहे. मला वाटतं ती आहे जास्त असेल सर. हो नाही म्हणून आपल्याला तसं फायद्यात पडते सर ते 500 रुपये जास्त घेणं. ते संघटनेला येऊन जातं, इकडे येऊन जात आहे. नाही आता मेंबरशिप ड्राईव्ह आम्ही आता काय करतो. नाही व्हॉट विल डू इज आता आम्ही आमच्याकडे येतं आहे ना, इकडे प्रेसिडेन्सी येते ना, प्रेसिडेन्शिप आमच्याकडे येते ना, आम्ही मेंबरशिपच वाढवतो सर इकडे. ते करून टाकतो. फॅकल्टीला लाईव्ह मेंबर व्हावंच लागेल. नाही करतो सर मी ते करून टाकू. फक्त माझं जे मत मी स्ट्रॉंगली सांगतोय ना ते असं आहे की सर विल पे द मनी. काय ते नको असं नको करायला. विल पे द मनी. नाहीतरी आपण तेवढंच झालं. मीच बोलू का जास्त.
आधी रजिस्ट्रेशन झाल्यावर मग पुढच्या गोष्टी होतील.
माझं मत सांगू का सर, जर का आपण महाराष्ट्र चॅप्टर आहोत IIMचे तर फीज IIMकडेच जाईल. कारण की अदरवाईज आपल्याला तो अधिकार प्राप्त होत नाही. महाराष्ट्र आपल्याला नाव बदलावं लागेल आपलं. हां हां म्हणून चॅप्टर नाही but the state chapters ideally all states should have a state chapter.
So I think in addition to those who are members of that, we should start with students particularly. If our students are there for in India and overseas, they can be taken out of our area.
I think मग एक तो म्हटलं तो सांगतो आपला we pay. We all pay.
We all pay. Yes. We all pay. And there is another point.
हॉस्पिटॅलिटीचं पण आपण we pay.
Everything.
So from next time आम्ही आमचे पैसे भरून टाकू.
मला काही म्हणणार. Everything will be paid.
No favors to nobody.
Nobody.
No favors to nobody.
Sir, there is another important point. Dr. Renu Bharadwaj wants to institute award in the name of P.N. Joshi. She is ready to contribute rupees 50,000 for that award. And like Hardas Pathak oration, there will be P.N. Joshi oration in the state chapter.
Dr. P.N. Joshi sir is the architect of this BJ Medical College. Now, Renu Bharadwaj madam wants to give in the memory of sir one award. For that award, not orange, award. So that award she will be giving of 50,000 rupees. That 50,000 rupees will be in the fixed deposit, okay, with the next treasurer. And whatever the interest will be there on that 50,000, that will be the given to the best paper presentation. No, we don't have. Okay. So now she will be giving 50,000 rupees along with that what is called as that medal का जो ये रहता है ना die and for that die also she will be paying this time and next time onward just we have to make a medal and a certificate, that's all, with the interest of that money. Medal.
Money नहीं देना.
Yeah.
Give the medal and the certificate. Certificate will be.
So this is also taken.
May I request one more?
There is one point. There is no nomination for Hardas Patholoration also. Next year for that we will have to ask nominations for Hardas Patholoration. Yes.
Okay. One more request from me. I will also contribute rupees 50,000 for the best paper in hospital infection control or bacteriology, whatever in the presented paper from the students.
Sir, this B.N. Joshi award will be for oral paper presentation.
Oral paper. So those who are not accepted for oral or posters, there is no poster paper. So whether it is oral or poster, a best paper on hospital infection control.
Best paper.
Hospital infection control. So a certificate and medal can be given to them. I will contribute 50,000 rupees.
Sir, one query. B.N. Joshi award for oral paper for juniors and residents. But there are categories, no? For faculty it's different, for residents it's different. नाही ते ठीक आहे सरांचं स्पेसिफिक आहे हॉस्पिटल इन्फेक्शनचं इट कॅन बी अ फॅकल्टी ऑर अ स्टुडंट ऑल्सो पण हे ओरल पेपर जे B.N. जोशीचं आहे ओरल पेपर तो फॅकल्टीसाठी की रेसिडेंटसाठी दॅट विल हॅव टू बी स्पेसिफाईड कारण काय होतं मॅडम कारण रेसिडेंट्सचं जजिंग दुसरे लोक करतात फॅकल्टीचं जजिंग दुसरे करतात हाऊ कॅन यू कम्पेअर बोथ वेन जजेस आर डिफरंट ये experience also. So it has to be specific. These are. I am Dr. Raghuji from Solapur ex-student Dr. Sen. So I want to donate in the name of Peri Gopal for SR Sen. Paper. Category. नाही ना स्पेसिफिक सांगा ना पुढच्यांना प्रॉब्लेम येईल बरं चांगलं आहे. थँक्यू. Generous amount is generated in this conference. Yes, FDs will be picked. मॅडम तुमचं काम वाढलेलं आहे 6 टाइम्स वाढलेलं आहे. I thank you all for for your gracious presence for this the general body meeting. Thank you.
Let me propose a vote of thanks to President Dr. Meena Madam for conducting the entire session very nicely. Compliments to Dr. Rajendra Durpam for wonderful contribution as a treasurer, and to Anuradha for the secretarial job. Of course, take these suggestions from Dr. Chaudhary and complete them